Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for 3 versus 3 on a map I had never ever seen before, Twisted Vern. Kind of an unusual map based on the maps we've seen lately. Very, very small, highly contested center, but we'll get to that in a second. Let us introduce the players, where I have spawned as the blue Zerg here in sort of the 8 or 9 o'clock position with my allies. We've got Dunamai as the red Zerg, and Contrarian as the teal Protoss. And our opponents, we have Sanctus as the purple Protoss. Ragin, is that supposed to be, I think that's supposed to be Ragin Cajun. Ragin Cajun is what it's supposed to be. Well, he will be the yellow Protoss, and finally we have Umbris as the orange Terran. So 2 Protoss and a Terran versus 2 Zerg and a Protoss. And now let's just get to this map. First of all, the main base, everyone is kind of clustered together in a fairly wide open main base. And those little areas here in the center you can't really build on. Wide ramp here, and then, oh, there's a back ramp here somewhere. Where did it go? Yeah, there's a back ramp here, which lets you get back to these expansions, which are kind of tucked in the back. This one's tucked in the back. That one's sort of tucked in the back. There are entryways into these bases, so flank attacks on the expansions are a possibility. But look at here at the center of this map. Well, looks like Dunamai's gonna be scouting right here. We do have a couple of gateways and a barracks going down. But look, you go around here. Here's the watchtower, and a little bit, and bam, we're right. Well, where's the map? Where's the ramp? Can't find the ramps anywhere here. And it's right there. So these are really close. I mean, look at how far the watchtower vision extends. It practically goes all the way to the ramp. There's just a little bit here in the front of the ramps that it does not expose. So everyone's going to be fighting for the center here, and they do have these couple of expansions here on the wings with easy access for all involved. Well, actually, I guess there's a ramp here and then one on the backside. Usually these are kind of tending towards who they expect to take these bases, I guess. Maybe they're expecting us to take this because it's kind of more towards us. And then they would take that one. I don't know, but you got some easily to take naturals as long as there's not any flank attacks here. And then the thirds, as usual on these maps, the thirds are kind of hard to take, but at least there's no rocks to knock down. I hate having to knock down rocks to take a third because no one else is. Maybe I should start asking people to knock down my rocks for me because, frankly, it just takes forever to do Zerg, especially when you go for a heavy Ling play, which, as you know, I tend to. In fact, here comes the metabolic boost right away. Not even expanding yet. I think I was worried about how close we were to the opponents. If they rushed us, I needed to get some units out. But apparently not making any units yet. I however, have a Baneling's Nest on the way. And what's that Overlord going? Oh, he's just going to kind of scout that lip right here, make sure no one tries to sneak up this side of my base while this Overlord's going to scout this ramp here, maybe see if anyone is going to try to grab that expansion. And they're just going to watch here, so we can also kind of watch our flanks as well to make sure no one's going to sneak in here to our naturals. But so far, pretty passive game. We got Dunamai getting his Zergling speed too. We got Warp Gate coming out, research coming out for all Protoss involved. Raging Cajun, this one is a little bit behind. We do have Factory Tech coming down for our Terran. And he's getting a Tech Lab and a Reactor, but that also means he's not producing units. So it looks like it's going to be pretty slow aggression on such a small map, which is kind of surprising. You'd think with such a slow distance, someone would say, let's just go for it. But no, everyone's kind of slow. We got a 4-gate going here for Sanctus, who is not really utilizing the fact that he's got a 4-gate going because, frankly, he can't afford it right now. And since there's been no early aggression, we better check that income because whoever's putting all their money into their economy is probably going to be considerably ahead, and that will be Contrarian. It looks like the Zerg are, well, actually, no, it looks like Ragin Cajun is next in line, so everyone's still fairly even. It looks like Sanctus does need to get a little bit more pumped into his economy, and does he have any probes coming? He does not. He needs to start working on getting some probes out, and it looks like I've got some early lair tech coming out, and finally have started my expansion. Starting to build up a little money there. I got to do something about that. And well, let's throw it on some Evo chambers. Why not? We got the gas coming in. It's about time to start getting some upgrades. Where's the drone that's supposed to be? There you go. Oh yeah, sure. We didn't need those minerals anyhow. It was superfluous minerals, and Sanctus not really doing anything right now. Why is that? He's building up a lot of money. Gonna throw down a Twilight Council, but not getting any use out of these warp gates. I don't know. And we got a ping going on up here. I guess maybe they wanted someone to check that expansion out, make sure that nobody's expanding. But so far, our opponent's not expanding, while all three of us do have expansions coming or just completed. Actually, I know they're all just completing now, so the saturation process will begin. That could give us a huge economic advantage if we can put some money into some workers. And we have siege tank and combat shields coming here for Umbris, so he's going to go for pretty standard marine tank composition. No sign of any Mirage yet, and he's going to push out in the map, and siege tanks holding that center. Could take a lot of the map away from us. And is my Zergling going to see that? Oh, is my Zergling going to see that? Oh, I don't think he's going to see it. Oh, the poor Zergling. That poor... Oh, no chance of getting away. He did manage to get a couple of pokes on a Marine there. Which Marine is that? Yeah, so took a whole 5 health out of that Marine. And the siege tank's going to get positioned. And what kind of range does he have there? Doesn't quite... Oh, no, he's changed his mind. He's going to pull back to the watchtower. And it looks like, oh, we're getting ready to do... He's got some roaches out. I'm trying to pump out some lings. And, oh, we got Blink coming out for Sanctus, who is gonna... Oh, he might be trying to flank us. My Overlord... Oh, does my Overlord see that? I think my Overlord sees it, but he's not going to be able to get away. Not going to be able to get away. And this Overlord's like, I better get out of here before these guys see me. So that could put... Oh, that could put Dunamai's base in position. But he does have a Spine Crawl up. Another one on the way. I don't think it'll finish in time, but this might be enough to deter him. Oh, the Spine's going to start poking away, but it looks like he's just going to walk right past. Queen's going to get a few pokes in there. They're going to focus down that Queen. Here comes some roaches from Dunamai. He does save the Queen. 1 hit point on that Queen. And he is going to force this out, but no Stalker's going to go down unless he can grab... No, off the creep. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And, oh, looks like... Oh, what is Contrarian doing? He's going to try to head off those roaches, perhaps. Looks like my Ling's going to do it as well, but we're leaving Umbris to try to take that center with his tanks. And whoa, that Zealot is popular. Oh, and the Stalkers are trying to run away, but they're going to run into our forces. They should have kept... Oh, that actually would have been a dead end, but... Oh, he did have Blink. He could have blinked away, but he's going to run right into those siege tanks, but it's going to do a lot of splash damage to those Stalkers. So it doesn't look like the Stalkers are going to survive as it is. Oh, man. Stalkers are dying almost completely to friendly fire there. And he could have run this way and blinked down there, and he might have been able to make it away. It looks like a couple of Lings did survive. And I'm going to get Baneling speed right now. We do know that we have Marine Tank here in the center. We're going to have to deal with that. Dunamai does have some roaches, but that's not enough to take this on at all. Those tanks will just chew them up, and the Marines will just spit out what's left. And 2-2 upgrades coming from here. Looks like Dunamai is going to be getting the Roach speed and Burrow. Looks like I'm getting Burrow of my own. And what our opponent's doing, we're getting shield upgrades. Just not too much going on right now. Sanctus really needs to attack. He's going to throw down a Forge. I guess that's... I mean, it's an okay timing. He didn't necessarily want to go for early upgrades. He did get his Blink Stalkers out, but he needs to get a lot more Stalkers out than that. Are these gates on cooldown? No, they're not. So maybe he needs to get some more gateways. He's obviously not using them efficiently, though, because 4 gate off of 1 base is about all he should be able to manage, but he's still not even using that. And these roaches... Oh, the roaches! Does he have Burrow yet? He does have Burrow. He could burrow them. He could burrow them. Oh, my poor Lings. But he's going to turn around. He might want to burrow. He might want to burrow. He cannot run into those tanks. He's going to... Oh, and the Blink forward. Burrow. You can burrow. And I don't know why I'm making an Overseer right now. Are we worried about DTs or something? I don't think we've seen any DTs on the way, though. But it looks like we're completely focused on trying to they're completely focused on trying to take the center. I'm assuming we might be focused on trying to take that back at some point. Although well, it looks like Umbris has managed to take his expansion. His allies, well, they have nexuses. Well, actually, one of them has a nexus, but this looks like it might be it. Looks like we're going to get a flanking attack. Is that going to be enough? And here come the Banelings. Oh, the Banelings. Are the Banelings going to get some good hits in there? I can't really see what the Banelings are doing. It might have been more friendly fire than anything, but we are going to manage to clean this up, I think. Yeah, I think the Stalkers are going to go down. Someone needs to focus down that tank, though. Oh, and he's going to blink back, leave that tank for dead, but I think he's going to be left for dead next. Oh, actually, we have Immortals there, too. I didn't even notice that. Definitely helpful against those tanks. You can see they've hardly taken any damage at all. And we are going to push those guys right back to their front door. Here comes another round of Stalkers from Sanctus. It's going to be enough, but oh, here comes Raging Cajun, who actually we haven't really heard from this game yet, have we? But he has got a bunch of Stalkers plus 1 shield, an odd choice right there. But I think it's about time to retreat. Oh, I hope he does not lose these Immortals, but they're not going to give chase. There's no blink there. And oh, no, it looks like the Immortal's popular now. They probably could have done a ton of damage if they kept pursuing there. We did not have enough to fend that off. Even with those help with some 2/2 lings, I think that they would have had enough to clean that out. So maybe not wise of them to just let us go right that. Now we do have center position here. And putting in more Zealot and Immortal. Is he got more Immortals on the way? Right now, he's getting Blink right now. He doesn't have a lot of Stalkers just yet, though. It looks like I finally decided to take my third. No one else has taken a third just yet. And, oh, looks like Umbris maybe wanted to push out there, but he saw that is probably not a good idea. Sanctus, that would not be a good idea either with all these Immortals here. With the +1 attack. And, oh, the Roaches are going to try to run in. Can they get a tank down? They are going to get one shot off, and then the Roaches are going to burrow. And it looks like we're going in now, but they've got the tank well protected. I don't think my Lings can get around to do anything about that, but the tank was focused on my Lings instead of all these units that are in front of him, but still we did not have enough to break that. Raging Cajun just has so many Stalkers, and it looks like maybe now they're going to be, yeah, it looks like they're going to push us back and retake the center for themselves. But we do have Colossus Tech coming out here for Contrarian, still working on getting those mortals out, getting another Robo. He's probably going to need to expand again. He might need to, he's going to probably need to take a third base if he's going to try to fund double Robo, unless he's just going to forsake all of his gateway units. And I think that might be a bad idea because we could definitely use any Zealot Stalker he's willing to offer. And oh, looks like we got Blink coming out here for Raging Cajun too, so we can be able to pursue some of those units. And it looks like I do have a Hive on the way and a Spire. Is that going to be for Broodlords, or I just maybe want to get my 3/3 upgrades? It's hard to tell at this point. We're going to have to wait and see. And even getting a Macro Hatch out. Oh, actually, I'm getting another Macro Hatch out. Looks like I just do not have enough Macro Hatches. But they have regained the center, not sieging up the tanks. However, this could be a mistake. They really want those tanks sieged so they can just get those first shots off. There's a lot of Immortals there right now, and where are they going? Are we going to check the expansions? I could have sent some Link there for that. And oh, the Immortal took a... looks like he did finally get those things sieged up. And the Immortal took a little bit, but look, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. No, that expansion is not taken. It looks like Umbris is going to be taking this expansion, so we're sharing expansions with the enemy. He even ran right past this Overseer, apparently. And oh no, those are my transferring workers. Oh, if either one of us spots each other, that could be a problem. But still, it says center map. The center map control is very important here with such a small map. And are we going to be able to get enough forces mustered together to take care of that? And it looks like Sanctus is gonna run into a bunch of Immortals. And a Blink forward for Raging Cajun. Is that a good idea? I don't know. And where are my units? Here's some links, seeing if we can try to take on some of those tanks. And it looks like we'll be able to keep the tanks distracted while the Immortals are going to try to thin out the Stalkers. Raging Cajun looks like he's lost all of his Stalkers. The Roaches are going to take out the final tank. There's still a lot of Marine Marauder, but look at how many Stalkers have gone down to these Immortals. This Immortal needs to be focused on those Stalkers. Dell needs to be focused on the Stalkers, but oh, it looks like we still did not quite have enough, but we took out a lot of Stalkers, and it looks like Greater Spire is on the way. 74 Lings are on the way for me, so maybe this is a bad time for them to attack. Those Lings pop. Those Marines have no upgrades, and I do have 2/2, and the Lings have just popped, or they are probably all on their way here, and some coming in from this base. And here come the Lings. Oh, a couple of them are going to get picked off right away. Trying to make some Banelings as well. I don't think they're going to be done quite in time. I need to help out with my Lings, and there go the Lings right now. Some more Stalkers warping in for Contrarian. We're going to try to force this back, and without the tanks, they don't quite have the heavy hitters they need, and there's just not enough upgrades on any of these other units. There's no upgrades on the Marines other than the combat shield, and the Marines just get picked off. There is some upgrades on these Stalkers, but with this many 2/2 Lings, I definitely have the superior upgrades, and just tearing those Lings apart with the Roaches kind of helping out in the back end there. And we got to be careful. There are no tanks there right now, but we are going to have to try to pull back. 3/3 upgrades around the way. Looks like Dunamite's kind of got himself stuck on Roach Tech. Does he have any other technology? He does have a Spire, but I don't think he's... oh, and he's got a Hydra Den too, but I don't think he's done anything with them just yet. And we have retaken center map control, and do they have enough to take it back again? I don't know. They're just starting to get mining on these bases, but we check the income tab right now, and it looks like I've taken the lead because I've got 3 fully saturated. Actually, well, I guess I have 2 because this one's pretty much mined out. But I'm definitely killing everyone in the economy right now, and that could be a difference maker. We need to start seeing some more workers. Umbris needs to get some orbitals out. Well, he needs to get that into an orbital. He needs to be using his energy. He's almost full energy on these right now. And, oh, looks like the Adrenal Guns coming on the way. Infestation Pit coming down for Dunamite. And it looks like going to drop a changeling here just to kind of scout the expansions. But I mean, we gotta assume they have them by now. Contrarian does have his Colossi out, 2 Colossi, which means those Marines are not going to be having a good day, but the tanks could still be a problem. And we have neither of these have yet spot each other. Ooh, he's gonna go for the. Oh, looks like I did send a Ling over there to scout, and he's trying to take out some SCVs, but they managed to get him. But we do have the planetary coming out, and if I don't deal with this soon, I'm not going to be able to deal with it. Looks like Dunamai's going to deal with it with his roaches. 2 upgrades on those, but I think the planetary is going to finish in time, but is it going to be enough roaches to take it out without all dying? And it's going to just finish as the roaches start their attack, but there's not enough SCVs here to actually repair this. They're going to try, but there's nowhere near enough, and it looks like ooh, it looks like he did lose 3 roaches, but I think that's about it, and this base is going to be no more. At the same time, we got, oh, the Marines are marching right into the Colossi. I'm trying to get out some more Banelings. Oh, here come the Broodlords. And, well, the Broodlords actually aren't really going to be doing much. Oh, it looks like that's it for Umbris. He lost that base, and he's like, I got nothing left. I needed that base. And Contrarian is going to push on the offensive now. They don't have anything. Well, it looks like Raging Cajun's still going to try to be forcing out those Stalkers. Well, what is he going to do against Colossi, Stalker, Broodlord? Precious little. You can blink in, but now my Broodlords are like, oh, now we can help out. And Raging Cajun is going to leave the game. And, well, there goes Contrarian, too. I guess I missed someone leaving the game, but there you have it. Interesting map, very close quarters. That center was highly contested, but in the end, I think the economy might have won it out for us. So I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.